What's going on? We back. It's the Boxing Clinic of More. Finish this shit real quick. It's the Boxing Clinic of More. We walking the dog real quick. Quick video. Y'all know what we do. It's one time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. You know, day in the life, walking through the hood of Detroit. So shit, it ain't all bad. It definitely ain't all good. Hold up, come here. For some reason, my dog like to get fuck around and get caught up in the motherfucking chain and shit, leash. But yeah, man, talk about Vanes, man. A lot of people got offended because I basically called some people some sucker niggas for covering that fight. But at the end of the day, this is my opinion. I ain't saying that it's factual, but I mean, the question has come up a lot. You know, oh, it's Canelo fault. Okay, I'll give you that. It's Canelo fault. I'm not gonna argue and say it's not. But at the same time, I feel that Triple G has some better options. You know, and that's just my opinion on it. I thought he had some better options than what was, you know, put out there last night. And that's why I didn't support the fight. You know, a lot of people get mad and say, well, you know, it's Canelo fault. That's their favorite comeback question. It's Canelo fault. But I mean, yeah, but it ain't. I mean, Triple G, I did a video. Go back and see if you can find it in the archives. It says Triple G said, I'm ready for anybody. You know, this dude said, I'm ready for anybody, even on short notice. So, I mean, what is he lying? Because he's ready for anybody. He could have fought Shevchenko last night. And he didn't do that. Come on, Miles guys. He didn't do that. You know, he wasn't trying to fight nobody last night on short notice. And Roy Jones said it best. I know Roy Jones beef with Abel Sanchez over that black fighter comment that he made. And maybe that could be a live video we do later in the day. When he said that black fighter basically wasn't excited. And well, Roy said it best last night in a little Fight Hype interview, I think it was. He said that, you know, he took a nigga like Vanes Martirosyan last night. He fought him to make sure a Canelo fight didn't go down the drain. And I believe that. I really do believe that. He did that so he wouldn't lose a Canelo fight. Anybody that was a high risk wasn't even a thought about this fight. And Team Triple G has forever hidden behind, oh, it wasn't enough money. Oh, it wasn't this. You know, it's always about the money for them. You know, oh, it wasn't enough money. Oh, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. That's horse shit. That's horse shit. That's horse shit. Shevchenko in the 12th fight, you know, maybe he wanted more than 225K that Vanes got last night. But if me to him, and that was the real true issue about it, was the 225K, that was the issue, I'm telling Shevchenko, man, take that shit. If you really believe you can beat Triple G, 225K in your 13th or 12th professional fight, whatever it was, that's pretty fucking good. Especially if you mean what you say what you mean. You know, that you can compete and beat Gennady Golovkin. You know, I truly believe that. If you felt that way and you feel good enough you could beat him, 225K on short notice, fuck, we eat that. We're gonna take that. But can it be some truth to what Golovkin's saying? That guys, you know, really want to outprice him when he come to him? Or really want a little bit more money? Could be. Could be, but I think at the end of the day, it's an exaggeration. It's a big exaggeration. You know? Because they the one that want the most money. You know? They want the most money out of the situation. You know, and like I said, you know, you could look at the top 15 of the middleweight division. You know, you could look at it. You could say, who out there? Seriously, who out there? You know, Shevchenko, that was a mandatory. He could have got out the way on short notice. You know, that's solid. Andrade, he told Andrade, Demetrius Andrade to be exact, that he didn't want to fight a southpaw on short notice. Andrade, with a comical response, said, I'll fight you righty the whole fight. because he's ambidextrous. You know, and you know, that being said, I mean, shit, it was plenty guys he could have fought out there. Jamal Charlo never received a call. They fought 2 weeks before, or two full weeks before the May 5th day. They could have made an adjustment because he already made an adjustment to his training camp. Right back, it was supposed to be in February when Hugo Centennial Jr. pulled out. You know, he made that adjustment. You know, he could have, he could have fought, you know, Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs was a week out. But did Danny Jacobs really want that fight? We don't know, because the way he looked, it wasn't that good for him. You know, the last few fights, like, you know, Triple G might have took something out of him, or he might just be pressing too much, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the same time, man, he could have done better than Vanes Martirosyan, who was a 154-pound guy, never was a world champion, was a good contender, hadn't fought in 2 years, was 2-3, lost two of his last 3. I mean, no. You know, I damn near probably respected Ishe Smith more than Vanes Martirosyan last night, to be honest. You know, Ishe Smith was a guy that never been knocked out, always been game opponent, and, you know, he got a world-class resume. You know, he got a really world-class resume. So, I would have respected that a little bit more last night. But when you come out and say that I'm ready for anybody, on short notice, you come out and say, oh, I'm ready, right? Then we expect for you to come through with a better opponent. You know, don't give me that bullshit excuse that this was the best they can find. And then the alternative option was moving off the May 5th date and fighting Billy Joe Saunders in June to become undisputed. The IBF would have had to respect that. The WBC would have had to respect that. The WBA would have had to respect that. You going for undisputed. But you know what? He don't want Billy Joe Saunders right now. Now that Billy Joe Saunders is a legitimate threat now. He's back in his groove. You know? He don't want that smoke with Billy Joe no more. You know, and that is what it is, man. They could have done a lot better than what they did, man. And I'm honestly speaking on that, man. They could have done a lot better. I mean, shit, it's 15 contenders in each sanctioning belt body. You know, you couldn't find nobody else better. And I mean, a lot of y'all, man, y'all just, you know, maybe programmed to take the bullshit. I remember when boxing was really, really good, and it had really, really good fights, man. And I have a different level of tolerance for bullshit in boxing. You know, honestly, I have a different tolerance. You know, and I remember when boxing was pretty fucking good. And, you know, Abel Sanchez brought up today, well, Ray Leonard had easy fights, and so did Bernard Hopkins. Yeah, those was proven. They already had high profile fights. Triple G's had one high profile fight with Canelo. And if you guys want to say blame Canelo for this situation and this fight, okay, I'm not mad at you. But at the end of the day, it was more than enough time to find a better opponent than Vanes Martirosyan. Even if he called the other Charlo brother up who was fighting in June, say, hey, you want to fight me? You a champion, you a WC champion, get in and get this work. You know, if you either called out anybody at 160, you know, that you know, you fought Dominic Wade on enough time. You gave him enough time for him. William Monroe, you gave him enough time. You know, there's plenty of guys out there that could have deserved that opportunity that should have got it. You know, Andrade is a guy that's been very, very inactive. What you scared of? They're just showing you that Triple G, you know, didn't want to lose that fight with Canelo Alvarez, and that's what they really want to do. They can say all till they blue in the face that they don't want that fight, they don't care about that fight. I know they do. But it's the Boxing Clinic and more. We on to another video. TBC. Y'all know we moving, we grinding, and we working on us, and we gonna continue to work on us. We gone.